Good day to you. My name is Maria Kądzielska and this is Poland Daily Culture. And looking at the culture, and especially Polish culture, we are becoming the source of changing the mentality of at least Europe when it comes to delivery of parcels, because Poland is the place of birth of something called Paczkomat, which is the locker for parcels. And with us in the studio is Craig Smith, the publisher of Europa Property. Craig, again, thank you very much for showing up.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me on the show.
And you are scanning and zooming and looking at the marketplace for companies, for building, creating anything, but it's also usually connected to the mentality and different things which happen to the society. Either we want to rent or we want to sell, we want to move or we want to live in one place. But the other thing is our warehouses and this part of creating buildings, because Poland is actually the first place where we invented something like a locker for parcels, so different and automatic delivery, and which started in Poland, but actually is right now a huge success all over Europe. There are many appearing currently in London, as far as I know, which is called Paczkomat. So a automative version where people come in, they pick up their parcel and they're going back home, so they don't need a postman, or they don't need to go to a post office to take it.
Right.
And this is actually a Polish invention, but the result of it is the fact that we need more and more warehouses, so where to storage all of those products before they end up in Paczkomat. So in this delivery, they need to be stored somewhere, which we forget about it. So how the face of storehouses change right now?
Well, this has really helped e-commerce, because e-commerce without the logistics just will not happen. You can go on the website and order it, but before it was coming in 2 or 3 weeks. Now it's coming in 2 or 3 days. So what's really happened with these automatic parcel lockers, and they're now everywhere, I think, globally, probably they're globally everywhere, is people before they had to stay at home, wait for the package, or get it delivered to their office, which wasn't always convenient because...
Or go to the post office, wait a long time in a queue, check this, and say, okay, it's two days after, and it's already sent back. Sorry.
Right. So now it's just a code. They see the code on their phone. They go, they punch in the code, they get the package. They can pick it up anytime within 24 hours. And this is all made possible because of what they call and they consider this last mile delivery. They call it last mile delivery in the even in when you're talking kilometers or something, but they're still calling it last mile delivery. And really, what it's done is it's taken the effort of delivering someone's package to their house, ringing the bell, going all there. They just deliver it to these locations, and they can be in shopping centers. They're in churches now in Poland. They're in, which is a good idea to get people, close to apartments. They're in apartments. They're like I said, malls or shopping centers, and they're all considering themselves last mile.
Even at petrol stations recently,
exactly.
Because
They're
the
at the petrol
company
stations
are creating their own.
Because they need people anywhere you want people to come and make it a destination. And if you have one of these, I see Amazon's doing them, and many different companies have set up their own operations. And of course, Poland was always ahead of the game in this business. But it really, when you're looking at the big warehouses outside of the cities, a lot of them are built for e-commerce. But in Poland, also a lot are being built for production. So even the production is being done here, which is good because that's giving people jobs. And the production is either coming from Western Europe or from Asia, maybe a bit from the U.S. as well. And then, but at the very end, it goes produced, and then it's in the, let's say, logistics, and then down to these smaller logistics parcel boxes for delivery. So I think you'll see a lot more of them coming up, and probably more creative places to put them. So when we were first talking to shopping malls, they didn't want them. Now they all want them, because it gets people into the shopping mall. They stay for a coffee, maybe they look at a few other items, and and buy some other things. So, or in the gas stations, if you want certain people to go to, if you want them to, if they're picking up the package, they're probably also filling up with fuel and buying some things at the shop.
So it's again the change of mentality, which is sort of the result of pandemic again, because previously we didn't want this contact with a person, with a delivery man, and right now that's where we're using the machines, and right now it becomes very flexible and very easy to access, because you can pick pick up this parcel in the middle of the night, because it's actually at the time when you have time, when there are no and when you're walking with your dog.
Yeah, you can go get your box. Yeah,
exactly. So you also sort of have a. I would say for me sometimes I have a aim of I'm doing a walk, but I also have an aim. I'm walking with sort of aim. I'm picking up my parcel.
The dog knows where you're walking to,
exactly.
since you're going to the parcel 3 times a week to get something, the parcel box. Well, I think it's not even a cultural change. It's just changing because we have the technology. 10 years ago we couldn't do it. They wouldn't have the ability to do it, and even if they did, no one had smartphones to access these. And
that's the other thing. So it all changed simultaneously in a way, but also changing the way how we organize ourselves in the cities.
And of course, everyone, if they don't already have one, they will have a smartphone, or they can't do these simple things like that, like pay your bills online.
Well, that's scary, but I guess that's the price of the modern times.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be more scary if they stopped being used.
Absolutely. Well, we put a point here, and all of those things are the part of the Polish mentality and the mentality of the world, which is changing and changing everything what surrounds us right now. Think how your surrounding has changed, and type this in the comment. And again, thank you very much for watching Poland Daily.